Hello, humans. Master Dinnerflex here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve. And today I'll be going over an interesting Dark Warrior list because not most of it's pretty standard. But if you take a look down here, you will notice a very blue monster that's pretty unique to this. And I'm going to show you how you can use it in this deck, and it's actually really cool. But this is, I pretty much called this Delteros Dark Warrior, not even Tellarknight Dark Warrior, because it's literally just looping Delteros. And I guess let's get into it. So we got one Armageddonite, one Dark Gruffer. These are just so obvious in this deck, but it's called Dark Warrior for a reason. And then we got triple Vion to send the triple Malicious. We got the triple Neospace Connector and the double Dolphin. Then we got triple Junk Forward, triple Blue Mountain Butterspite. Now it's actually kind of important in this deck to have access to level 4s. So, it's pretty much why there's 3 of this in here at all, is because level 4s are super important to this version of the deck. Which also explains the triple Photon Thrasher. You need level 4s. This guy is a total vanilla unless you summon him off Delteros. But he's also level 4, so he's pretty handy. And we got one Ancient Cloak, one Silent Boots, and the super important darks for the combo. Like you will probably use all 3 of these. You definitely will, assuming you're going to combo. It's Destrudo, Zephyros, and Plague Spreader. And for the last 2 monsters, BLS, just to search something with Isolde. It's also a level 8, so Overdone Burial always has its effect when you search this. And then one Arborea. I was trying an Axis 3 little engine in here, and it works. You only go into it like a handful of games. But it's actually pretty interesting to use Leviair, and Leviair is just really good in a deck that banishes all its stuff and wants to summon things. And we got triple Instant Fusion, triple Called by the Grave, triple Dragged Down to the Grave to deal with their Nibiru before it even happens, triple DDR, one Living Fossil, one Action Unit, one Overdone Burial, one Arfidutor, and then one Phoenix Blade. Yeah, this card. Then triple Pot of Acquisitiveness. I guess this one is also kind of weird. But this card's insane with Malicious. It's kind of one of those things where it feels like a redundancy from time to time. And it only improves your combo. It doesn't make it... it doesn't help you get to the combo. It only improves it. But there are also hand traps. And you get to the combo a lot. So... in situations where they hand trapped something, but you still need to push through, this is actually a card that can help you do that, assuming you're recycling some Maliciouses. And we got triple Succession, because this is a Monster Reborn, why wouldn't you play it? And this is Monster Reborn, so why wouldn't you play it? And this is Foolish Burial, why wouldn't you play it? And this is a Warrior deck. Then finally, for the last 2 cards, we got Shade Brigandine, which happens to be a level 4, which is funny. And then Fog Blade, just in case you've done everything you need to with Armageddonite, you can just send a Boots as your last thing to go search a Fog Blade, which is an additional disruption. For the extra deck, we got Isolde, Masquerade. The combo actually usually always ends with this or Dweller. So you usually always end with Monster Negate, so Dweller isn't that much of an issue. Like, you don't need to really make it, I should say. But this allows you to Unicorn your opponent on their turn, so this is pretty nice. Phoenix, Unicorn, Griffin. When your hand is absolutely insane, you can make this as well, which is nice. And then Boral Sword and Appaloosa. And then for the XEs, we got Delteros. Now, he has some interesting first 2 effects where he can protect your stuff. Like, if you summon him and actually just leave him there and not use any of his materials, your opponent can't respond to any of your summons, which is kind of nice. But that's not why we use him. He also has another effect where he pops stuff by detaching material. That's also nice. It's actually kind of nice going second. but that's not why we use him. His third effect, infinite number of times per turn if he is sent from the field to the graveyard, regardless of how many materials he has, regardless of how many times a turn you use him, you can special summon one Tellarknight monster from your hand or deck. That is ridiculous. This combo, at bare minimum, will summon 2 Tellarknights from your deck when you're using him. Now, you might be thinking, well, it takes 3 level 4s to do that. So you're giving up 3 monsters for 1 monster? Yes, but you are getting 4 back at bare minimum. And then if you use a revival spell like DDR, Succession, or Reborn, you get like 5 monsters out of them. No, it's my bad. It's 6 monsters out of him with a revival spell and making him originally. This card's just absolutely insane. So yeah, it's just so much link material you get out of him, and it's crazy. Yeah, not much I can say about it besides that. And then we got Abyss Dweller. Usually you will end with like 2 level 4s on board. When you can do that, you can make Dweller, and then Dweller wins the game for you. And then we got this. The standard combo uses this as a way to revive your Armageddon Knight for the last time. And we got Leviair the Sea Dragon. Like I said, the Axis 3. Then we got Power Tool, Savage Dragon, made with Plague Spreader and Destrudo. And then for the last monsters, we got Dragoness the Wicked, if you want to make Leviair for whatever reason. It sometimes comes up. And this guy, because he's a level 4. So that's pretty cool. Now I got a replay for you. Now this is the standard combo. Junk Forward, or even Photon Thrasher, or like the Butter Spy thing. Like all of them kind of lead with like Connector, and if you get this, you can actually you get the normal standard combo with also a chance to take a card or 2 out of their hand. So I'm just going to zoom through this real quick. The token represents the number of random cards in my hand. Now, right there, if you use Dolphin, that could have went to 2, or it could have stayed. That would have actually went to 2. But I just didn't want to use Dolphin because there's no opponent. So this is just, like I said, the standard combo, assuming nothing happens. If something happens, you'll have to change around what you do, but it all depends. So there we go. We summon Armageddon Knight off his old. Then we dump Destrudo, make Power Tool Dragon. And then we search DDR. And then we use Phoenix Blade, and that will give us the revival back of Armageddon Knight. Get us Sephiroth, bounce back the DDR. And it'll send Armageddon Knight to the grave again. Then we'll use Phoenix Blade again, and then we will use DDR again, and that will use Armageddon Knight again, which this time I believe we send Malicious. Yeah, I think it's Malicious this time. Yep. And then these are 3 level 4s right here. So the next play is actually going to be to make Delteros. Now, as soon as we make it, we link it away into Appaloosa with 3 negates. And then it summons Altair, and Altair activates its effect to summon Delteros back from graveyard. Now it will banish a Malicious to summon a Malicious, and we will link these 2 away into IP Masquerade, or Masquerena, and that will give us another Altair, and then that one will give us that guy, the Timeless dude, and then he will revive Armageddon Knight for the last time, and that one will send Plague Spreader. Now we will banish for Phoenix Blade. And we are now taking a random card out of our hand to stack with Plague Spreader, and then we are making Nightmare Phoenix right here, which is nice. And then we will finally summon Malicious, and this will make Borolo Savage. So as you can see, just the standard combo, you have the possibility to take a card out of your opponent's hand, and now you have 3 monster negates, an Omni negate, and you can Unicore your opponent on their turn. And this is just like with 3 warriors on board. If you have a single extender on top of this, you could also go Abyss Dweller. You could also like send Boots to the Grave as a revival for Armageddon, and then just go ahead and search Fogblade. You can just do all kinds of crazy stuff. And there are some combos that also end with Griffin on top of this, like Nightmare Griffin. That will usually recycle like one of your things. And like there are also some combo lines, like it doesn't have to be specifically Neospace Connector, that still get you to Delteros, and you can revive that Delteros. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you thought this was goofy enough to actually work, I mean it does, but it's pretty goofy. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. And remember, Master Dinnerflax will take your soul.